Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport. We've got 2 games to play, we've got 1 title to win, we need 1 point. That is all we need from our final 2 games. Cheltenham and Oldham, both of them at home. We haven't done so well in our last 2 matches in the last episode. If you haven't seen it, we lost 2-1 against Leyton Orient, but luckily for us, both Walsall and Doncaster also lost, and then we drew 0-0 with Carlisle. And luckily for us, Walsall also drew in that one as well. So it means we are still 5 points clear at the top of the table. It means we need to get 1 point, which will put us on 90 points. And regardless of what happens elsewhere at Walsall, our goal difference is so much better, we should pretty much guarantee ourselves becoming champions. And in case you missed it in the last episode, my assistant manager has changed. I sacked Barry Moore. Not because he was bad or anything, just because I wanted Stuart Pearce's assistant. He's also called Psycho, because it was getting really confusing having 2 people called Stuart Pearce in the same squad. Or no, not even the same squad, the same management team. I was getting reports from myself about the under-23 players. Confused the hell out of me. So yeah, he's now called Psycho. Let's not mess around. Let's get these games over and done with. First up, Cheltenham, currently in 11th place. They are still technically pushing for a playoff spot, although they do need to hope lots and lots of results go their way. They can get themselves 71 point. Coventry, all they need to do is beat Doncaster, who could still technically slip out of the promotion spots. Walsall are the other team that we need to keep an eye on, and they are also playing playoff hopefuls Cambridge, who are in 9th place, 68 points. So we're both playing fairly even matches at the moment. If we equal whatever happens at Walsall, we go up. We go up as champions. We're already going up. We've done that. We've sorted that out. Because we are already promoted, and I'm very, very confident that we're going to be winning the league in this episode, I've changed a couple of little bits. And by changed, I've picked some more fringe players. So in goal is going to be Anderson. The back 5, then Asia and Obita as the wing-backs. Jessen, Mzizi, and Van Dijk in the middle. That's right. Marco Van Dijk. Is that his name? It is Marco, isn't it? Yes. The Dutch central defender, who is no relation to Virgil van Dijk. He's actually from Curacao. He is going to be our central defender today. He's naturally an anchor man, but we're actually training him up to be a central defender because I think he can do the job. Garcia and Perez will be the 2 central midfielders today. Aniema will be getting a rare start as the shadow striker. Mercado and Sapolsky up front as always. I would like to have a goal from one of our strikers today. That would be nice. Oh, 2 more squad numbers. 53 and 54. In they go. Did I just see Marco Van Dijk wants his squad number to be number 9? He does realise he's a centre-back. He's not Khalid Boularus. Very early highlight for Cheltenham. Boyle's gone for goal and put it in the back of the net. 2 minutes 45 seconds on the clock. We're 1-0 down. This isn't what we want to happen. This is not how this was supposed to go down. Is this Van Dijk's fault? I feel like Van Dijk's going to get a blame. Nobody was marking him. It was definitely Van Dijk. He's number 53, isn't he? 15 minutes on the clock now. 1 highlight, 1 goal, and that's all we've had so far. Walsall, as far as I can tell, still drawing their game. Nothing's happening. This seems to be a theme for the last few episodes, or at least last episode, that nothing is happening at all. Miazek with a goal kick, 10 minutes to play of the first half. Broom, unchallenged, heads the ball forward. Mzizi has it now. He's got Obita in front. Instead, he's gone for a questionable pass. Sotano into the area, goes for goal. Anderson makes a save, but Harvey Nibbs, more importantly, has put Walsall up. Walsall, Cambridge, it's 2-0. Harvey Nibbs is an absolute champion. Sotono with a corner comes in. Thomas isn't going to get there. Yes, he does get there somehow. Thomas back to Sotona, crosses in, yes, and heads it clear. Somebody was offside, fair enough. We've just stopped turning up, haven't we? We've definitely stopped turning up, but if everything stays this way, we're going to be champions with a defeat against Cheltenham. It's not the way you really wanted it to happen, is it? Going to give them an angry team talk. Where's your passion, lads? Who's playing badly? It is Garcia. Why is Garcia playing badly? Are you out of position? I don't think you are. I mean, you kind of are. You're a deep line playmaker. Playing as a box-to-box. Right, we're going to change you for Butterfield then. Or do we go Reece York? No, we go Butterfield. Butterfield makes a lot more sense. I don't know whether there's something I've changed with my tactics that seems to have stopped us performing, but it's not going so well. Anderson makes the save from, I'm not even sure whose header that was. Is that the whole highlight? It doesn't look like it is. Anderson with a kick up field. Aniema controls it. Is he going to run past? Nope. I'm not even sure what that was. Senior with it. Forward to Thomas. Now Sotona. Once again back to Senior. Long ball upfield. Yes, and heads forward. Thomas, though, collects it for Cheltenham. Now Cachetta. Now Broom on the right. They're just making us look silly. What have we done? What have I changed? I feel like I've definitely changed something, but I could not tell you what it is. The only thing I can think of is this. Is that. That's the only thing I feel like I've changed. I don't think I've changed anything here. Maybe we need to be more expressive. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I'm honestly just clicking buttons now, and that's just going to be awful. If we still win the league after losing to Cheltenham because Walsall have also lost their game, that's going to be ridiculous as a very loud vehicle goes past. Mercado has the ball for us. He's tackled himself. He finds Godwin Asia though. Cebulski's in the middle. Plenty of options. Cebulski is one of them. He's gone for goal, and his 36th goal of the season. The archer, apparently, Bartosz Cebulski, makes it 1-1. I just want a victory on this game. A victory here. Go up as champions. And that would be a lot better. That would look a lot nicer, wouldn't it, than losing against Cheltenham. Lovely little volley finish there from Bartos. Right, I need to do some changes. Nothing is really happening. I can't put Garcia on. Why do I never sort my subs bench out? Stuart Hughes. Stuart Hughes. Sure. You're going to get your debut today, buddy. Bet you weren't expecting that one. We're also going to do Obita off for Acosta. And then swap you two over. So Acosta's going to try his luck as a right wing back. He's probably not going to be good at it. This is a proper Frankenstein team now, isn't it? Acosta at right back, Van Dijk in the middle as well. We've got a left winger playing as an attacking midfielder. What have I done to this squad? It's looking like it's going to be a 1-1 draw. It's looking like we are going to be going up as champions. And there it is. Annie Immer. Why is Annie Immer on the centre circle? I don't know. I'm sure. Is it just him? There's a few people on the centre circle. We're champions. We are champions of League One. It's not the way to go up, is it? It's certainly not the way to go up, but that's how we've done it. A 1-1 draw. Cebulski with the equaliser. Will Boyle with a goal for Cheltenham. We're into League One. We've got ourselves our second trophy, because I think we won the Vanarama National as well. 2 trophies in the bag. And then Stuart Pearce says, the performance was disappointing. We should let them know that. I'm going to be even worse. We're going to shout at them. So we do have to thank Harvey Nibbs here, don't we? We have to thank Harvey Nibbs. 2 more goals for Cambridge. 15 for the season now. Basically, meaning that Walsall could not win their game. Meaning that whatever happened in our match didn't make a blind bit of difference. Southport win Sky Bet League 2. There you go. Bartosz Cebulski, the one-man team. Also, we get to see who wins some medals. We haven't finished the league yet. There's still another game to play. Van Dijk makes his debut. Of course he does. I've been praised by the Southport supporters. The board are happy with the league to win, obviously. Players who pick up medals. So people who have played one game. So Hughes does pick one up. So does Dwayne Duggan. That weirdly pleases me. He's rubbish. But Dwayne Duggan has a League 2 winners medal. And Blackburn boss David Moyes was looking at Nikiwe Mzizi. Mzizi's good. He's definitely a good footballer. He's wanted by Blackburn, Bristol, Middlesbrough and Millwall. Mzizi might be off in the summer. Anyway, we've got one more game to play. Oldham, let's go forward and see what happens there. Final game then. Oldham Athletic, the former Premier League side, are 22nd in the table. They've not been very good. They've lost 19 games. They have won 11, so they've not been awful, but they've also drawn 15, which is a lot of games to draw. Because it is the last game of the season, expect some experiments, shall we say. Probably quite a few fringe players playing in this one. The starting lineup then. In goal is going to be Francisco Musa, Godwin Asia, Morten Jessen. Is he another? Are we both Franciscos? You're a Francisco and you're also a Francisco. You're a Fernando. Fernando Acosta, Nikiwe Mzizi and Jordan Obita. In the middle of the pitch is Luis Veladrez and Tafadzwa Moyo. We'll come to him in a minute. Stan Flasty as the attacking midfielder, Kiefer Moore and Bartosz Cebulski as the strikers. So, who do we need to take a look at? Francisco Musa. There you go. This is Francisco. He's reasonable. He's not amazing. He's only 20 years old, got 4-star potential, going to be making his debut for us in the league at the very least. Has played some Carabao Cup games. Fernando Acosta, a player who we signed, I think, in January. You've probably seen him fairly recently, but I'm hoping he might work his way into the starting 11 next season. Tafadzwa Moyo, who has spent some time out on loan at various clubs in Zimbabwe. He is not amazing. This might be a shop window time for Moyo. And also on the bench, we've got Lo Iqbal, a player who was signed in January once again. He's not amazing. He's got 13 caps for French Guiana with 1 goal to his name. He's probably not going to last too long in this country, is he? 2 more squad numbers, 55 and 56. In they go. Well, Oldham definitely look like they're setting up defensively, but then again, we kind of look like we're setting up defensively as well with essentially 7 defenders there. So I'm starting to realise that maybe we shouldn't pay too much attention to formations. Who is our captain? I'm not sure who our captain is, but he's bloody tiny. He's like the smallest man on the pitch. Corner for Oldham after 13 minutes. Weir is there. Musa holds on to it. Good job, the Mozambique goalkeeper. Again, it's another one of those matches where not a lot's happening. Anderson with the goal kick. This is their goalkeeper, not ours. Goldman Asia collects it. Where does the Nigerian go? Back to Morten Jessen. Is he going to go all the way back to... he's gone to Acosta instead, who's done a very questionable kick upfield. Maycock, bad pass. Kiefer Moore has nicked the ball away, and Kiefer Moore hopefully can score himself a goal. No, he doesn't. Cybulski does. His 37th goal of the season. We are most definitely a one-man team, aren't we? Look at that wobbly arm celebration there from Cybulski. Can we now just destroy them, please? Veladrez with a free kick. It's gone. It's a great save from Anderson. I thought that was going to go in. It didn't. Anderson holds on to it. He's also kicked the ball out, so the highlight's carrying on. It's Navarro with it. Mzizi with a great tackle. Now Morten Jessen to Cybulski, the goal scorer. Cybulski gets tackled, and now Weir can get the ball forward. Obita nicks it away. Cybulski should be winning that header. How is Bartosz Cybulski, a man who is 6'6", not winning that header? It's the ball forward, and Mzizi gets it forward for us, though. Weir with it for Oldham. Now Mills on the right. He's got 2 players with him. Oldham keeping the ball at the moment. On the right is Mills again. Number 2, the right back. Crosses in. Back post is Findlay. Mzizi gets it clear. Veladrez gets it clear a little bit further. Please just end the highlight. Thank you. 10 minutes to play the first half. Navarro with it for Oldham. Plays it back to Mills. It's a header clear only as far as Findlay. And now Weir outside the area finds Mills once again. He's running into the area this time. Plays it back. We've nicked it away, but Mills still has it. We've nicked it away again. Mills still manages to pull his cross off. And Dong DeHay, the former Wolves striker, manages to put his chance over the bar. Musa with it to Jessen. Acosta to Veladrez. Godwin Asia's making a good run. So Stan Flaherty in the middle. Finds Cybulski. He has to score. And of course he does. But unfortunately, Bartosz Cybulski was offside. Veladrez with a free kick for us on the left to Moyo. First time we've seen him back to his central midfield partnership. Veladrez, the Honduran cross-field ball, tries to find Jessen but can't manage it. Now Dong DeHay can run with it. The Chinese man down that left-hand side towards the goal. He's got lots of players in front of him. Still has it though. Now they've put the ball in. We're 1-1 with Oldham. They're 22nd in the table. We're 1-1 with Oldham. What am I doing? We're going that one. We're going more attacking. We're just going to go more attacking. It's a team we should be beating. So who's taking the blame for that? Obita's been real bad lately. He has been real bad. His last few matches, he has been pretty awful. Why can't you click on him there? Right, where is he? Obita. 6.82, so he's getting 6.7s, a 7.1 there, 7.1, 6.7, 6.5. I mean, I want to sub him, but I've got Fossey. There you go. There we go. That's what we're going to do. Swap you two over because Asia can use both feet. Sure. Was that a good idea? Not even a minute into the second half. Mills with the throw. Crosses in. Asia gets it clear. Moyo can run forward, the Zimbabwean, over the halfway line. He's not been amazing. He's not actually amazing at football at all. Tries to get it to Kiefer Moore. Instead, Marlon Fossey has it. Crosses in. Moyo is there once again. His header is over the bar. Pretty sure Moyo is a tiny human. So the fact that he managed to nearly score a header, quite impressive on his debut. Musa to Acosta to Mzizi, back to Musa. What was the point in that? Why didn't we just play it long to begin with? Marlon Fossey, the American, on the right, has to go backwards to Jessen. Inside the Oldham half, though, is the Danish central defender. Jessen finds Fossey again. Back to Jessen. Fossey needs to make a run, and Jessen just needs to play it over the top and find him. Moyo to Jessen again. Morten Jessen's pass accuracy, spot on at the moment, but I don't know why he's constantly getting the ball. Musa to Mzizi. Mzizi's got an option on his left. It is Godwin Asia, the two-footed left back, or right back, should I say, playing as a left back. Mzizi now runs over the halfway line. What are we doing here? What is this highlight? We're going to get tackled, aren't we? And we're going to have a counter-attack scored against us. Stan Flaherty, the former Arsenal man, finds Fossey on the right if he can keep it in. Yes, he can. He's crossed the ball in. Cybulski is there. And the big Polishman's header is over the bar. we're not doing amazing. Honestly, we're not doing amazing. A 1-1 draw against Oldham is pretty bad. Mzizi with the free kick. Tries to find Kiefer Moore but can't get it over Welsh's head. Now Maycock for Oldham. 2 Southport players with him. Neither of them get the ball off him though. Ikoviti, sure. Ikoviti, maybe. Fossey nicks it off him, kicks it straight into his legs though. Alex, that will do, that's his name. Crosses in, header clear from Jessen. Veladrez flicks the head on. Maycock though still has the ball. Francisco Musa holds on to the cross. So the highlight will begin now then, won't it? Acosta to Musa, lumps it upfield. Cebulski heads down to Flaherty. Moyo's got Asia on his left. He's also got Cebulski. Cebulski plays it back to Asia. He's gone for an early cross. What a weird cross that was. Marlon Fossey's going to get there. 2-3 in the box. Cebulski's won. Cebulski again over the bar. Cebulski's not doing particularly well at the moment, just in general. Yes, he's scored, but he's not doing particularly well. We're going to do Garcia on for Stan Flaherty. I'm also thinking Loic Bal might be coming on, purely because I want to give him a debut. We're going to do it as well. We're going to do Bal for Acosta, and then we're going to swap you two over, because I think Mzizi's probably a ball-playing defender, slightly more than the other guy. So, it's a corner. Never do subs at corners, everybody. Navarro, cross comes in, the ball is over the bar. Good. Going to see the goal kick as well. Musa to Mzizi, back to Musa. Plus it to Loic Bal. I want to see Loic Bal do something. Godwin Asia flicks a header on to nobody, apparently. Mills has it, back to Sabawale. Godwin Asia heads forward, though. I was going to say a beater. It's Deli Bashiru. Veladrez tries to tackle him, but Deli Bashiru's keeping on going. That is a great solo effort from Deli Bashiru. We're 2-1 down against Oldham. I'll tell you what, it's a good job that everyone else around us has done awful in the last couple of episodes, because we've been terrible. We've picked up potentially 2 points from the last 4 games. 2 points from 4 matches. Dong De-hee runs into the penalty area, dodges 2 tackles, and he's scored a ridiculous solo goal as well. We're changing back to this. We're just changing back to that. We've got no subs to do. We're being absolutely outplayed by a team who are moving off from 22nd to 21st. There you go. Zach Mills' throw to Navarro. We've still got 15 minutes to play. Mills again crosses in. Header clear from Jessen. Weir though has it. Deli Bashiru plays it in to Alex into the area. He's made it bloody 4-1. We're at home. We're losing 4-1 to Oldham at home. Highlight straight after the goal. Moyo to Bal. Maybe this is the problem. We're playing a bunch of idiots. We're playing Moyo and Bal. Godwin Asia has it. Plays it to Moyo again. Now Veladrez. Veladrez back to Moyo. Asia wants it. Nope, he's gone the opposite side to Marlon Fossey. Number 3 tries to cross it in straight into Alex. And now it's going to be 5, isn't it? It's going to be 5. They've got the ball. Dong De-hee on the halfway line. Tries to find Weir. Does find Weir because he's got acres of space. Now Zach Mills on the right. He's got 2 in the middle if he wants to find any one of them. Crosses in. Dong De-hee's there. Heads back to Findlay. Findlay's effort on the half volley is over the bar. It's still 4-1 to Oldham though. We are playing Musa. Musa's not very good. I'm trying to just clutch at straws here. Absolutely clutching at straws. Kiefer Moore. He can't score goals to save his life. Jessen plays it back to Mzizi. Back to Morten Jessen. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Musa in goal for us. This is the most football he's actually done. Loic Bal. Back to Musa. Just get the ball upfield. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're passing it around inside our own penalty area at 4-1 down. Cebulski gets the ball from Godwin Asia. Cebulski plays it back to Asia. Crosses in. Kiefer Moore is there. It's a weird pass back. How have we not scored? How have we had all of those shots blocked? Veladrez gets it back to Jessen. Oh my word, we're going to lose. Embarrassingly bad. And look at those match ratings. Look at those match ratings from the Oldham players. Corner comes in. Jessen's header is over the bar. It's going to be 4-1. We've been outplayed by a team in 22nd in the table. What an awful way to end the season. As champions, what an awful way to end the season. I'm fully aware the season is over. You're coming in for training tomorrow because you don't deserve any form of break, particularly the defenders. Not that it matters. What happened to Walsall? They beat Leyton Orient, so they move into just 3 points of the top of the table, but the season is over. 46 games played, 90 points on the board. I know Cebulski is going to be winning our player of the season for literally everything because he's been the top scorer in the league since day 1, and that is not even a joke. Day two. Basically, he scored 4 goals, didn't he, in the second match. Well, before we end this episode and this season, we're going to go forward to the end of the season to try and pick up some awards, just to have a quick roundup to see how well players are done. The awards are in. The awards have arrived on the 5th of May. So, players inducted into the overall best 11. I can quite obviously see there Bartosz Cybulski has made it into the starting 11, which makes perfect sense. Who else has joined? Jacob Butterfield, Morten Jessen and Jordan Obita. Okay, surprise of Obita. Not surprised with Butterfield. Jessen, by the looks of it, is on the bench. Yes, there he is. Fans Player of the Season award, 73% to Bartosz Cybulski. To be honest, the other 26 or 27%, however many outer numbers work, the other 27% of you, who were you watching? What team were you watching? I agree, Butterfield and Jessen were good, but Bartosz Cybulski scored 35 goals. And one of them apparently was goal of the season, which we will take a look at in a minute. Morten Jessen is the signing of the season because apparently loanees don't count as signings. Cybulski, obviously, young player of the season. Overall team of the year then, the only real one in there, which I'm not 100% sure of, is Ollie Denham. Is Denham here? I'm not quite sure why you're in the starting 11, but fair enough. Cybulski then, 37 goals, 7.55 average rating. Butterfield with 11 assists. Perez, 85 pass completion, which isn't great to be honest. Cybulski, 11 man of the match awards. Darren Oldacre loves a yellow card. And nobody got themselves sent off this year. That's actually quite good. Let's see this goal then from Bartosz Cybulski. It was probably very early on in the season up against Doncaster. It might have even been on camera, this one. Cybulski nicks the ball away, runs down the left. He just goes for goal from there. Fair enough. Reasonable finish. To be fair, most of the goals Cybulski scored were headers. Club vision and expectations meeting then. So they want us to work within wage budget, which is fair enough. They want us to avoid relegation and then just stay in League One. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. And just strive to make progress on and off the pitch. I am fine with that as well. Next season, basically, as they mentioned, avoid relegation. That is literally my only target. Don't balls this up. You've been promoted for the 3rd time in 4 years. Don't get a relegation on there. And now if I could tell the players that, would be great. But I don't really know how. How do we just say, right, I'm absolutely delighted with promotion this season. You've done really well, but I will have to strengthen to avoid relegation. I think that's fair. Is that really what you're targeting? We'll do well to stay up and you know it. Well, yeah, that's why I said strengthen. Okay, well, let's go for this one then. So I might have been too ambitious of avoiding relegation battle. Let's try that. There we go. That's exactly the sort of reaction we wanted. Nailed it. Best team talk ever. Some more time has passed, and we now get to Bartosz Cybulski being awarded literally everything. So, he's been named Player of the Year, League 2 Player of the Year. Well, congratulating him on that, because we can only pick one. Passionately. Well done. I appreciate the sport, but next year needs to be better. Needs to be better? What are you targeting, 60 goals? Speaking of, he's also managed to pick up the top goal scorer award, 35 goals, compared to second place is 19, and third place is 19 as well. Good job, you. I am Manager of the Year because I've won the league when I really shouldn't have done. My Director of Football, Mick Jenkins, apparently is pleased that I've won that. Fair enough. Southport players in Team of the Year then. So, Anderson, Jessen, Asia, Butterfield, and then the front two, Cybulski and Mercado. I'd take that. I'd definitely take that. Connor Hall's also been given a year extension on his contract because we got promoted apparently. Okay, I was hoping to try and sell you in the summer. Commercial summary, we've got ourselves a new sponsorship deal which doubles what we were getting paid last year, which is good. Not a lot else really. Everything's gone down. I don't know why everything's gone down, but it has. And some scout budget. Sure, maybe we need to look at getting a youth package. Can we do that? I mean, Sky, let's do that. Let's do that. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but we'll do that. On the 30th of June, Bartosz Cybulski is out of contract at Derby County. On the 30th of June. We need to get him. I can't loan him. He's wanted by Bristol City, Middlesbrough, Millwall and the MK Dons. We need to sign him. 35 goals he scored this season. If he didn't score those goals, we probably would have been relegated. Oh my word, I can do it. I can offer him a contract. He will certainly be a star player. I want him to have the biggest contract there can possibly be. I need to convince him to sign. Like there is no two ways about it. Yep, sure. If you score this amount of goals, I will give you 10 grand if you score 20 goals next season. Can I up that to 30? Do I want to add it? No, right. It's going to cost £130,000. 130. Oh, we're going to try it. I mean, that's a lot of money to spend. I think that is going to have to do it because we are approaching the opening window. Basically, the opening transfer window is in about a week's time. There are some players joining the club. Some more eagle-eyed of you might have already spotted a name or two. But yeah, we're going to have to end this episode here and this season here. Join me next time when we will see whether we have spent £130,000 on Bartosz Cybulski. I want to, but I don't think we're going to have the money to spend. And then what new players we have for our new challenge in League One. We need to make sure that we don't finish bottom or get relegated. How many teams go down in League One? How many teams? It's 4, isn't it? It's 4. That's going to be tough. That is going to be real tough. There's some good teams in there as well. So we need to make sure that we don't get relegated. Ideally, we don't want to be in a relegation scrap either, but we might not be able to cope financially. Thank you very much for watching this episode and this season of Football Manager 2020 with Southport. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see what happens in Season 5, also hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time.